Hello, welcome to Wrestling on Mom's Basement. This is going to be the review for WrestleMania 35 and NXT Takeover New York. I, of course, am Patrick Young. The gentleman to my right is my co-host, Joe Venuto.
We're back from New York, if you can't tell.
Yes. And we just got lazy and didn't feel like filming.
Right. Plus, we got tired in the city that apparently never sleeps.
Yeah. That's why we live in Philadelphia.
It's the sewer city that sleeps.
What?
It's the sewer city that sleeps.
Okay.
Seriously, Philly's a dirty city. You run the clean Philly.
Yeah.
It smells good.
Kinda, yeah.
Not all the parts, just that one area, specifically.
Which area?
Not my fault. The one area that smells clean.
Oh, okay.
That would be our neighborhood. And the Wells Fargo Center neighborhood.
Yeah.
Where WrestleMania will be in 5 years. For WrestleMania 4.
Probably not.
Because they're not going back to New Jersey.
Yeah, they are. Or they go back to Florida.
Well, yeah, that's definitely. But I'm talking about after the issues they had with Jersey trains, and they won't be going back to MetLife.
Yeah, probably not.
Philly now has the best shot for the Northeast for at least the near future.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of that issue. So there you go. Fuck you, Jersey.
They'd still go back to New York because it's New York.
But it's New Jersey. WrestleMania was in New Jersey.
They'd still go back to New York.
So, they'll do WrestleMania the Link in Philly. But do the rest of the shows in Brooklyn? Or Madison Square Garden, is what you're saying?
Yeah. They'll probably just go ask girls to go to Madison Square Garden.
No way, I'm for WrestleMania. Madison Square Garden will never get WrestleMania.
Well, I think they would.
Okay.
Vince will eventually get sentimental.
He is giving them TV shows. How much more do they want? They're probably going to get like a pay-per-view next year now. Barclays Center's the one who loses out. No.
I'm not saying it happens anytime soon. It's going to be like 10, 15 years. But watch, there's going to be a Mania at the Garden.
There's no way he goes out in football stadiums. They give him too much money.
Watch.
NXT Takeover start off with the Warriors defeat and the Alistair Black and Ricochet in the ladder's last match at NXT.
Yeah, awesome tag match. Two teams worked great together. This was a good final showing for Ricochet and Alistair in NXT.
Yeah, it was also a tag team match here. There was a storyline, and they're both face teams that they end up having one of the best tag team matches I've ever seen. They continue to tie themselves with some creating near full spots. It was a perfect mix of power moves, aerial mace, and Ricochet mace around the aerials, and also those two were from both sides is believable. You know, I knew Ricochet and Black were going to win. There was that spot with Hanson, I believe it was, break up the pin by showing Black onto Ricochet. And Row where it looked like the match might end there.
Yeah.
The finish was rough landing for Ricochet, laying on the back of his neck. But he appeared to be fine after the match. I will let them even a bit more. It was one of the better tag team matches I've seen in NXT or anywhere else.
A+.
A+. Up next, Velveteen Dream defeated Matt Riddle to retain the NXT North American Championship.
Really good match. Dream rolls up Riddle for the win. I'm probably going to say these two are not going to be done with each other. Not yet.
Nah.
They may get another takeover. Maybe not the next one, but maybe a little bit down the road.
Yeah.
Maybe in Toronto.
Yeah.
But still, awesome showing from both men, and they really put on their working boots.
Yeah, it was a impressive performance by both guys. With Riddle getting most of the offense, doing everything he could to win match, but he was able to get a victory for his title for his first title in NXT. I thought the German suplex spot from the apron really helped pick up the pace, and the crowd got more into it after that. Riddle kept going for the armbar, so it made sense that Dream would get the win when he was able to counter for the win. It also was not real much to lose a counter hold like that. Both guys have main event potential, not just in NXT, but on the main roster as well.
A-.
A. Up next, Walter defeated Pete Dunne to win the NXT United Kingdom Championship.
Yeah, Pete Dunne's reign is finally done. It was a good, hard-hitting match. Excellent stuff, chopping, lots of chops.
Yes.
And you know what kind of amazes me? This is a match sort of like in the middle of the card and it's not necessarily like the exciting acrobatic stuff.
Right.
It's just the hard-hitting, pure wrestling. And they were actually quite able to keep the attention of New York fairly easy.
Yeah, it was another awesome match on the show. That was very physical with so many strikes by both guys. The big spot was when Dunn hit the bitter end, only for Walter to kick out, which was rare for anybody to kick out of that move. I believe Tyler Bates the only other person to kick out of it. When they did the reset leading to the finish of Walter getting the win, it showed how even the match was up to that point. I like the way it was booked. It was right now Walter went clean for the title. It's a great match. Dunn's reigning champion was impressive. I wonder if he becomes a full-timer on the main NXT show, one of his NXT UK duties, or does he go full-time to 205 Live or Raw or SmackDown?
Yeah.
It's going to be a great asset to A&M. Hopefully we're going to see.
I gave it an A.
A. On next, Shayna Baszler defeated Bianca Belair, Io Shirai, and Kairi Sane to retain the NXT Women's Championship.
Good work from all four girls. I all thought they got a nice moment to shine, each of them. But yet again, to the surprise of practically everyone, Shayna retains. She always seems to do that when we think she's about to lose the title.
Right.
She retains it. I actually think I picked against her. I actually picked her when she actually finally lost the title.
I guess Kyrie and Brooklyn.
Yeah, I think I picked Shayna, if I remember correctly. But still, awesome match from all four girls. Likely the last takeover for Kyrie. Maybe even Bianca. We're doing this right before the Superstar Shake-Up.
Which that video will be up in a couple videos.
Yeah.
For our predictions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff all around.
Yeah, it's pretty good. A result that surprised me because I expected a title change. I thought Kyrie and Io were the standout performers in the match. So I thought to say Shayna and Bianca did a great job of all, but I think Kyrie and Io are better wrestlers than the other two women. The way Io does the moonsault is impressive. The last couple minutes were great. I don't want to say tired. Like, kind of got a steal of Shayna as the champion, I would say.
Yeah.
I realize she may not be on the main roster soon. She'll be 39 August. So perhaps she's one of those wrestlers that stay at NXT for most of her WWE career. I think Bianca makes sense as the next champion now.
Oh, yeah. Give it a B+.
B+. In the main event, Johnny Gargano defeated Adam Cole in a 2 out of 3 falls match to win the NXT championship.
It was my match of the night. Cole and Gargano, just wow. I think this match did take a minute to get going, but when it did get going, probably just right after the second fall, they pretty much turned the volume up and ripped the knob off.
Mm-hmm.
Great stuff from them. They got me with just about every near fall they did in the last 5 minutes. And Gargano finally gets the NXT title.
Yeah. First of all, one amazing effing match. Another 5-star performance from Johnny Takeover, and the best match in Cole's NXT career so far. That first fall was ridiculously good with so many believable near falls. I think the first 2 falls were booked well in terms of building the anticipation to what was to come later match. The length of the match felt just right, because I don't mind going over 30 minutes when it's 2 out of 3 falls for a major title.
Yeah.
The endurance of both guys is impressive because Gargano and Cole didn't really slow down the entire match. That first fall was faster paced than the first 2 with a ridiculous amount of moments that could have ended the match. I like the way Mysterio was booked to try to help Cole, yet Gargano was able to overcome that to become a champion for the third time. First time, not third time. Ref bumps are not that common in NXT matches, but I helped tell the story in this match. The crowd was still in the match as well with the support for both guys. Well, I am mostly in the beginning of the match.
Yeah.
By the third fall,
Gargano actually got some boos.
Yeah, by the third fall, that was going.
Yeah.
The announcers, when I watch it back, did a spectacular job of making it, I feel, special too. I like how even the match was booked since they are so similar size with similar ring styles. I'm amazed at their endurance level and their ability to keep going such a high level from the first minute, and I think it was like 40 minutes later, almost. Amazing work by both guys. This is my WWE match of the year so far. Then there was another one on Sunday night.
Yeah.
Anyway, what do you use? The star ratings, the letter ratings, whatever. Just please watch Culver's Regano.
Yes.
Because it was professional wrestling's absolute best.
A plus.
Overall.
A plus. I think we're gonna have to change the scale for NXT soon because literally the worst show is
A minus, B plus.
A minus, B plus.
Right. That includes the UK Takeover.
Yeah, but it's like the last 10 in a row or so.
Or like A's pluses.
Yeah.
Not even A's.
Yeah, just spectacular. Just they're on a spectacular run. Fucking excellent show. And it always seems to go to say this, but could be on the short list for best shows that you've ever seen.
Yeah, no complaints from me. There were high expectations going into the show. And because every match was given a lot of time, they delivered a good show again. The match quality just Takeover was as great as any WWE show I've ever watched in 26 years of watching the product. I love that NXT style wrestling, the way they have such competitive view matches. Really works. There were some standout performances that's hard to narrow down. But I think Gargano and Cole showed how special they are in the ring. This was Cole's breakout match at NXT, while Gargano had a non-5-star performance. I've lost track of how many times I've given Gargano match 5-star or A+, whatever. 5, maybe 6 on top of my head. I don't know about that. The open tag team match was my second favorite match of the night. It was a nice mix of classic tag team wrestling, the more aggressive NXT strike style ended in a huge way with that huge ending that put Ricochet down for a pin. It was also a nice way to get Ricochet in black, a nice send-off as they moved to the main roster full time. I was really impressed by Velveteen Dream and Matt Riddle too. Neither guy has that much experience in pro wrestling, like Gargano and Cole, with 10 plus years each, I believe. But they delivered an entertaining match with a clear finish. It was one of the best crowds for NXT Takeover that I've ever heard too.
Yeah.
They were hot all night long. They cheered nearly everybody on the show, and they were even more vocal for the main event. And that was actually 3 hours into the show. I believe the runtime on the network was 3 hours and 17 minutes, which is by far the longest Takeover.
Oh, yeah.
I also thought the commentary team, Morrow, Percy, and Nigel were incredible. They are those best team announcers right now. And I love Morrow's enthusiasm. For some reason, we still didn't get the YouTube video yet this week.
Yeah.
I love Morrow's enthusiasm for the product.
My God!
Moving on to WrestleMania 35. WrestleMania 35 kicked off with Tony's defeat in Buddy Murphy for the Cruiserweight Championship.
Yeah, Cruiserweights kick ass on the kickoff. Murphy and Nice both delivered, which is more impressive on the Nice side because he hasn't necessarily had those opportunities where he can actually show what he can do.
Right.
And Murphy is just an absolute beast in the Cruiserweight division. Those two put in a good amount of work, and Tony Nese ends up coming up with a happy ending in his hometown.
Yeah, it was a good match with Nese winning the title for the first time in his career. It was the right time for a title change. The stadium was still filled with people, but the fans seemed to be enjoyed by that match. Nese was impressive, showing a lot of cool moves. Nese is a good worker like Murphy, although I don't think Nese's personality is that strong in terms of getting people to be more interested to if I live.
Yeah.
But Nese was my pick to anyway, so there.
A minus.
Yeah, I don't rate it A minus. I gave B plus originally, yeah. Next, Carmella won the WrestleMania Women's your reproductive system.
The Golden Uterus Award.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
It was a fair battle royal.
It was better than the men's, I thought.
Yeah, it was better than the men's.
Yeah, I'll believe that.
I'm not necessarily a big fan of Carmella. Or even the ending, which is pretty much the same ending they used last year.
But we know Carmella's not going to do nothing with it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Except for her bone and her fake hometown.
Yeah, and they made Sarah Logan look pretty good by eliminating
4 or 5 people?
Yeah, including Asuka. I'm not a fan of using Asuka in that aspect, but if they actually end up doing with Sarah Logan,
okay, so
I won't give a shit.
They're not. Unless they move from NXT and put her with the War Warriors.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless she gets moved to NXT this week. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was fine for Battle Royal. Asuka was the favorite, so when she was eliminated, that was a bit of a surprise. My pick was Lacey Evans, or I figured Mandy will won if Lacey wasn't in it.
Hey, I tried to be fair. I tried to I gave him an opportunity to change it.
Mandy, my other pick, I forget who. I think I did pick Asuka, but she threw her out anyway.
Yeah.
For my next pick would be Mandy after that, but she lasted near the end, but she got eliminated before Asuka.
Yeah.
By Asuka, I believe. The finish with Carmel winning is usually kind of able to play heel over because it was cheap, but she's a face, and because there you have a reward for the winner for a title shot. That way will mean more.
Mm-hmm.
Trophies are there, but they don't mean much in storylines.
I gave it a B. I'm sorry, not a B. A D+.
Let's see.
Okay.
Next, as Kurt Hulk and Zack Ryder defeat the Revival to win the World Tag Team Championships.
This was a fair tag match. I think it's really only made a little bit more important because Ryder and Hawkins won the titles in their hometown, and Hawkins finally got a victory. It ended up being a roll-up on the Revival. But other than that, this match was just okay to me.
Yeah, it was a solid tag team match with a surprising finish, where it's like Ryder was used Ryder and finish the move. The crowd was dead for a lot of it, but they got into it by the end. That was a cool moment for the local boys. Zack and Kurt Hulk, I have no problem with the title change. But it would have been nice if WWE built the story more, because Ryder and Hulk has won on TV much all in the last 2 months. They should have future more set us up. It will only be a short title reign for Ryder and Hawkins, if I had to guess.
C+.
C+. And up next, Braun Strowman won the Andre the Giant Memorial Royal.
Yeah, not a fan of this one whatsoever. It was pretty much used to have the SNL guys and Braun as the final three, and WWE's hilarity ensues.
I like it.
This match gave me diarrhea.
Literally.
Literally.
You had to have my Tums.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I think they housekeeper has. It was late for a battle royal. That really focused on 3 guys at the end while the others were like idiots. Everyone in the match felt like filler except Braun, the SNL guys. So that hurt the match in my eyes. Strowman eliminated more than half the guys in the match, or at least that's what it felt like. Strowman was a great shape. The best shape I've seen Strowman in the match. Yeah, creative had nothing for the guy. The stuff with Chi and Colin, or Cheese and Chong, Colin, whatever their names. Wasn't that interesting? It just made him look out of place. What was the point of Battle Royal? Made me feel sorry for Braun Strowman, only being a Battle Royal. Strowman, like I said, is a great shape. They created nothing better from doing that shame considering he's a main power. I feel sorry for Braun being wasted in that match. He should have had a bigger role at WrestleMania.
F.
Up next, Takeover WrestleMania, Seth Rollins defeated Brock Lesnar to win the Universal Championship.
Yeah, it was a quick match. It would actually be doubled if you counted the Brock beatdown of Seth before the match,
right,
where he was just throwing him around, tossing him around the ring, putting him through tables, stuff like that. But when the match began, Brock still dominated. Then Seth came back out of nowhere. Referee got distracted, low blow, curb stomps. Like 3 or 4 of them. Seth, your new Universal Champion. If you're not going to give that, I guess, perceives me that spot to this match, doing it in a very impactful way, I think, makes up for it.
Yeah, it was part of a classic match, but that's okay because the result was exactly what it should have been.
Yeah.
It was more of a sort of match. Lesnar doing a cheap attack before the match, and Rollins they could come back to win title. Thanks to the low blow, giving Rollins the advantage. It was a very creative way of doing a title change without booking a whole match. I picked Rollins. I had my doubts about the title change, so I'm happy to be worried about the prediction.
Yeah.
Because I wanted Rollins to win. As a match, I don't know, maybe it's like an NA or a C- with the action. But as an overall story, I like that a lot.
Yeah, I did too. That's why I gave it a B.
Up next, AJ Styles defeated Randy Orton.
Yeah, this was a good match, but this felt more like a preview or like a SmackDown Live main event. Of not like a technically what would have been the WrestleMania Open.
Right. Yeah.
This literally just felt like it didn't get out of the second gear almost. I think I'm stealing that from a review I read earlier this week, but it just didn't feel like it went to the next level to me. It was a good match. They worked very well together. I think they can actually do more with each other, but I wish they actually went further with it than they did.
AJ's sprain hip might have played a part into that too.
It might have, yeah.
And he injured on the phenomenal forearm to the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good match. It didn't live up to the potential great expectations. Order was on offense for most of it. When Styles got out, I figured Styles would get the win, because that tends to happen in the matches.
Yeah.
Once somebody gets out finish the match. I had AJ to win here, but I figured during the show there was so many babyface wins that the heels would need to win. So I thought Order was winning during the show. But it was 6 faces winning if you count the kickoff show matches.
B+.
B+, but that was a weird. That was a rough critique he gave it, and gave it B+.
The match was still very solid.
No, but you said they never got out first gear. And it was a B+.
No, it's second gear.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I thought it was better than AJ
Nakamura, yeah.
Yeah, Nakamura last year. Eh?
Oh, yeah.
Not AJ Naka teamed up with Rusev on this stuff. Yeah, losing effort to the Usos who also defeated Alice Black and Ricochet and the Bar.
Yes. A very good tag match. Not as good as the night before, obviously, but I still felt all 4 teams put in a good amount of work. All 4 teams got a little bit of shine to do things. And in the end, the Usos still retain, which I believe is a first for them.
I mean,
yeah.
Well, last year was their first match at WrestleMania, so yes. Also, the first time a tag team has bolted into WrestleMania as tag team champions 3 years in a row.
Wow. Yeah, all 4 teams looked great and fantastic. Everybody got their spots in. Lots of fun, high energy stuff.
Yeah, it was an action-packed tag team match, as you would expect with 8 guys involved. The finish sequence is several of the big moves in the finish. That's typical of a match like this. You'll see forward matches when there aren't team. You'll see that in the forward matches when there aren't teams too, because they know the formula works. The Usos retain Tales of Family because they're great champions. It was also the 7th straight match for Babyface who got the win. If this match gets another 5-7 minutes, I think it could be really special.
Yeah, that's probably true. I gave it an A-.
A-. Up next, Shane McMahon defeated The Miz in a Falls Caliber match.
This match was pretty good. It was actually much better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
There were some issues with it where it kind of just felt, like a lackluster brawl. But I think when they went into the crowd, and maybe that's not good for the live crowd who have to look at it on monitors and
stuff.
Or the sunlight.
Which would be WWE's lights.
Yeah. That's probably what it took. You could probably take a few things away from that. However, I thought when they went into the crowd after Shane touched Mrs. Dad, or he got into the ring and was standing like this. After that, it really picked up, and we got some cool moments, especially the superplex onto the production stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good match. It had a different feel to it because we don't get to see Falls Caliber matches at WrestleMania. I've always very expected in terms of some of the more aggressive side Miz, he failed to win. That was the outcome that I didn't see coming in because I figured Miz would win as revenge for Shane's attack at Fastlane. Nope. The older part-timer, Shane McMahon, got the victory.
Yeah.
That was the first heel win of the show, so now it's not mentioning the heel face thing for our match.
I gave it a B.
B-. Up next, the Iconics defeated Bayley and Bish, Nia and Tammy. Maybe if I knew the nickname, she'll spawn. And Beth Phoenix and Natalia to win the Women's Tag Team Championships.
So you gave her Sonya's real name?
My favorite prisoner. Tanya. Tamina.
As a match, I wasn't really a big fan of it.
Beth looked great.
Right. The other teams didn't really work well at all. However, I do kind of think a little bit more positively because the Iconics won the thing and they treated it like it was the greatest thing that actually ever happened in our lives.
Mm-hmm.
So I did like that fact. So I'm going to look at this match a little more positively. But other than that, they just really didn't click together.
The match was a bit boring times. Early on with the Naya Tamina barely involved. But they built to the finish. Well, it was the classic seal, the pin finish, where heel wins, a multi-person match against someone else at the big move. The Banks, Billy, the Talia Beth teams more the best action in the match when they were together. That was the only outcome on the show that I didn't expect. It meant that Bishop and Billy will only hold the titles for less than 2 months. Perhaps WWE will separate them on the shows into a shake-up. Perhaps they separate them from 2 different companies. While the Iconics are appeared, they'll be together long term.
Yeah, I love that the Iconics love that they won the title. That's the positive in this match. And Beth. C-.
C+.
You love the Iconics' love of the title that much.
Yes.
We literally met them the next day, too, at Access.
Yes.
And their side plate still said Boston Hug.
Up next, Kofi Kingston defeated Daniel Bryan to win the WWE Championship.
Spectacular.
Yes. This is our match tonight.
Yeah, easily match of the night. Bryan played his part almost to perfection. And Kofi had the support of the crowd behind him. Wrapped that together in excellent storyline, excellent Mania match too.
Yeah. So still didn't see it coming. Yeah, that was special. It was a cool match, an emotional battle you want to see on a show like WrestleMania. That was the kind of match. Like I said, that was the kind of choice for the change for me. It was a championship match with Bryan pulling spectacular performance past said as a heel champion and worked over Rosa Kingston for most of the match. They kept building to the comeback for Kofi, which led to a lot of believable near falls and near submissions that could have ended the match anytime. When Kofi kicked out that run to the face, I figured he was going to win. But I wasn't actually sure because you never know. The right decision was a win by Kofi, so I'm glad he was able to win clean after he took care of Rowan on the ringside. I thought maybe Bryan would kick out Trouble in Paradise to build up even more. But I have no complaints about Kofi winning with his finish like that. It was a special moment. The crowd helped the match too because they were really engaged in everything these guys did. And I had to compare to Gargano and Cole at Takeover on Friday. I'll rank Gargano and Cole ahead of it, but that takes off away from this match.
I would say if you're comparing the matches, I think I liked Cole and Gargano more. However, I think going forward, I think this one will definitely be the more memorable match.
Yeah, especially since I see Gargano going to the main roster and G.
Yeah.
I see what's going to call it the same as that.
Exactly. Pretty much I think there's going to be more positively around this match. A+.
A+. Up next, Samoa Joe defeated Rey Mysterio to retain the United States Championship.
Yeah, Ray was injured a couple days before. That and it actually probably wouldn't hurt if Samoa Joe actually got a dominant looking win like this. So, thumbs up all around, but 2 shirts grade.
Yeah, easy win for Joseph. Ray was probably hurt with the ankle, or WWE just wanted to book a quick match. It's shame that so short since it was Joe's WrestleMania debut, and he was barely out there. At least Joe's booked like a dominant heel.
They probably also want him to have it as a little bit of a spacer after Kofi winning the title.
Yeah. Up next, Roman Reigns defeated Drew McIntyre.
It may have not been enough of a spacer because this match there really wasn't any heat to it.
No.
It felt like this felt like a Raw match to me. Wasn't really anything spectacular or mind blowing that you would expect at Mania. Just a decent enough solid match.
Yeah, it was a basic match to give Reigns the win in his first singles match in 6 months. There was us too, and there was no point in the match where it looked like McIntyre might win. They luckily kept it simple to keep Reigns from working a little match as he continues to get back in shape.
I gave it a C.
All next, Triple H defeat Batista in a no holds barred match.
I actually liked this match more than I thought I was going to.
Yeah.
It actually was a little bit of fun to sit through and watch. Batista still, obviously he was probably covered up by the no holds barred stuff because he tripped getting into the ring, which wasn't really a good first sign. But honestly, they put on an entertaining performance. I can't complain about that.
Yeah. I do have mixed feelings here. I wanted to see went. They weren't hard. Yet nothing reached that level to excite me either. If that makes sense. It was a good effort for both guys, but the crowd kind of lost interest as the match went on.
Yeah.
That's probably because the match went on too long. It was like 24 minutes, I believe. 25 minutes. Early in the match, with Hunter reacted nose ring, the finish reacted to it in a big way. Then it kind of dragged on a little bit from there. They used a lot of weapons, which was expected, but I just felt like a tribute match to their classic battles. It says something that was interesting. It wasn't too long, which is common for most Triple H matches at WrestleMania.
Specifically Triple H matches at WrestleMania.
This is likely Batista's last match, but they did announce it would be the end for him. Batista is done at 50 years old. With a movie career, keep him busy. It should be Nelson's retirement anyway.
Yeah. I gave it a B.
Be nice. Up next, Baron Corbin defeat Kurt Angle in Kurt Angle's farewell match.
Yeah, this match should prove that Kurt Angle pretty much didn't have much left in the tank. Whatever he did, he pretty much wasted in the first 30 seconds of this match with suplexes. But honestly, I can't necessarily... I don't really want to necessarily talk negatively about this match because, honestly, the booking was relatively smart.
Yeah. Not the next night's booking.
Yeah. Why would you have the retiring guy that's sort of run down beat one of your top heels? I'm just trying to be nice. So overall, I'm actually going to give this a better grade than I probably would have if it was just a straight up match.
The match was okay with some slow moments in there. Angle looks to be moving better than he was in the last few weeks. It's not uncommon for a guy to lose his last match, so that's not happening here. Pulling Corbin over will get more heel heat because he can right up the Angle his last match. I thought Angle should win just because he's Angle. But I have no problem with him doing the job on the way out.
Yeah.
That's how wrestling works with a guy doing the job on the way into retirement. It was a petty match like it needed to be and was kept short under 10 minutes. I
gave it a D.
See, nice. Up next, Finn Balor defeated Bobby Lashley to win the Intercontinental Championship.
This match is what exactly it should have been. Just a short, quick, maybe a little bit of a sprint because the Demon should dominate. And it did. And he did. And also that powerbomb spot, I didn't think Finn could pick up Lashley in a powerbomb, so that caught me a little bit by surprise. It was pretty cool. But still just a fun, quick-paced match. Yeah, easy win for Balor as expected. So he was rocking in the Demon look. The powerbomb by Balor passed his over as a big move. So he's a smaller guy. This rivalry lasted for a few months and was born a while ago. So I hope they